Hello everybody and welcome back to F1 25 and the start, or the setup I guess, of Season 4. Now we normally only ever do 2 seasons previously of this, but I changed it so instead of doing 1 race week per weekend I now do 2, and that's allowed us to, instead of sort of having to rush to finish Season 2, we actually got all the way to Season 3, finished that. Jak Crawford is world champion, and now we're at a point where we haven't heard anything else about the F1 26 DLC, because we're not getting a full game, we're getting DLC, which maybe they should have done with this game to give them a chance to make the full game for 27 or whatever they're meant to be doing. But anyway, it's a lot for them to put in, you know, brand new cars, brand new teams or whatever to put into this. So I don't think you're probably going to have my team. It'll probably be a career mode where you can insert yourself, as it were, or take control of a driver, and that'll be it. And the cars won't be 100% because they're not going to put the effort into making them feel good, because you know, this isn't going to be the game for the next 5 or so years. So I'm recording this on 28th of March, just so you've got some perspective. It's also when I recorded the last two races. We haven't heard anything yet. Now, there is F1 sim racing going on at DreamHack. I believe it's day 2 today, it's Saturday. On Sunday, it's the last day. I wonder if possibly at the end of that we may get a trailer or some more information. You know, if that happens, look at me being a good fortune teller. But anyway, all that means is that basically now I finish Season 3, I don't know what the bloody hell to do for a Season 4. So, we're going to do the following. So we're going to do a 10 race. I'm just going to say 24 so I can count. So 1, 2, 3... So read the reverses. So 24... 25, 26, 27. So, I'm going to go to random.org. We're going to do random races. So, random.org. Oops. Random.org. We're going to do 1 to 27. It'll generate a number. Now, this is just going to be an example. Bang! 2, which means we would do... No, should we do it via elimination? No, that'll take too long. So that means that we would be going to China, which I personally wouldn't mind. So let's knock this across to 10 races, and I'm going to remove everything. Now obviously the order that I say these out loud, or the order they get picked in, is not going to be the order we race them. So I'm actually kind of excited for this. Let me just move that up on my computer so I can go into the spreadsheet and write down all of our tracks. So ready for track number 1. 26, wow. So second to last. We are going to Qatar. Right, so yay. It is a fun track to possibly end the season with. I hope that's what we end the season with. We'll generate again. 24. Brazil! Brazil! What a fantastic one we've got there. We'll go up and choose Brazil. We'll generate again. 24. We've had 24. 8. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Monaco, ladies and gentlemen, Monaco. Right, okay. Of course, the trial bike has to start up because it can't be left, you know, switched off for more than approximately 12 hours without needing to start. Sorry. Right, let's generate again. 12. So if that's 8, that's 9, 10, 11, 12. The Red Bull Ring. Austria. Nine. So that is Spain, which Spain. I've got 5 until 4, 5. 26, I feel like we've had that one. We have Not very random. This 12. I feel like we've had 9, 10. Yeah. Another thing that I've decided as well is that if we do, say for example, Austria, we've got Austria in there. We're not going to be doing Austria in reverse, just because it's too simple, too similar even. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bahrain, which we haven't done for the last few seasons, so that is interesting. So we have 6 of our 10 tracks. 4 again. 5, Saudi Arabia. So yeah, don't get to see them in 2026, but we'll be racing around them. Whoops. Oh shit, what was that, Monaco? Jeddah. So that is 7. Australia. I know which one number 1 is. Let's generate again. 5. Done 5 already. 16, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. The Hungaroring. Hungaroring. So we've got 1, 6, 7, 8, 9. So our final race will be 25. We've got 25. Las Vegas, get in. Do love Las Vegas. So our calendar for this year will be, let me just tidy it all up. I'll have spaces between stuff to try to make my life a little bit easier. So we'll be heading to Australia for round 1 before heading to Bahrain and Jeddah. Before heading off to Monaco and Spain with the S. Austria, Hungary, for Brazil, Vegas and Qatar to finish the season. I don't think that's a bad season, to be honest. So yeah, that's going to be our 10 races. We've got them all in there. We'll advance. Proceed with the selected circuits. Yes, please. So we need to choose an engine supplier. We're with Moon. We are changing our lead sponsorship. And there is Max Verstappen looking really happy for being here. So we're with Mercedes. Mercedes are kind of equal with Ferrari. Do you particularly want to change? Do we change maybe to Red Bull powertrains? Tell you what, for the memes, we'll random generate this as well. We'll do best of 3. So, as in on the 3rd one, that is the one that we are. Or shall we do best of 3? We'll do best of 3. We'll probably do best of 3. Right, 1 to 4. Generate. Renault. Alright, Renault, who we were with for season 1, I believe. Let's generate it again. 4, Ferrari, okay. 3, okay, so now we do best of 5. Ferrari, 4. Right, we'll go for Ferrari, which is going to be really interesting for both drivers, because neither of them are used to it. We're going to have we're going to have $228 million, is that what that says? Okie dokie. Moon are our sponsors with the blue and the green, so maybe we'll have to get rid of the pink, I don't really know, but we'll confirm. Let's have a look at the car. I don't think we've got anything that particularly grabs me. I do just I just like that. Shame I can't change the silver to something else. Oh, I do like the moon livery. I really do. And apologies for a fucking trial bike in the background. It fucking pisses me off. Never seems to get ridden. It just gets, you know, out to make a load of noise. Right, we'll advance. Let's see what we can do. So we've got messages. Got all of that. Okay, nothing we can do, I'm fairly sure. May have some powertrain stuff to do later. Let's have a look at the... Yes, lots of noise, please. Base livery. I don't know. Let's have a look in here. Like green and blue. What if? Look, what if? That's a bit more kick sour than their colours, to be honest. So it's kind of like a lighter green. Then I hate it! No, there's just nothing as good as this. Well, not as it currently stands. Let me cook. Come on a second. Oh no. further change, basically put it back how it was. Good God. What would be interesting to know is... Ooh. Ooh, things have happened, okay. Is Albon not there? I feel really bad if Albon is not there. Wow, nobody wanted Albon. I feel really bad. Okay. Right, let me just write down who's gone to where. So, Albon is on sabbatical. So Verstappen moves to Wangernumb F1 from Red Bull. George Russell moves from Mercedes to Red Bull. And then Bortoleto moves from Williams to Mercedes. He's done the Russell basically. Wait, where was Bortoleto? Was Bortoleto Alpine? No, he wasn't Williams, okay. So I need to remember Gasly as well, because Gasly has moved from Williams. So Williams will say Isaac Hadjar. So Hadjar moves from Alpine to Williams. Didn't he? Hasn't he already been at Williams? No. Okay, so then who's moved to Alpine? Paul Aaron. I believe it was RB, was that before? And then VCARB Jak doing? Jak Doohan. doing? Was Jack doing here before? Yes, he was at Alpine. What? Okay, let me... I'm so confused by these changes. Let me just copy and paste previous... The previous... Oh, fuck. The previous year's running order. I will then leave a gap, paste it in again, fix it. Right, so Mercedes have got Leclerc and Bortoleto, which I've covered. Right, Red Bull. Sorry. They have Gabriel Bortoleto. So then at Red Bull, it is George Russell and Piastri. Yep. Make that green. That's fine. Right. And we've covered George Russell and Piastri moving. Well, Piastri hasn't moved. Has he? No. George Russell's the one that's moved, and we've covered that. Ferrari have got Kimi Antonelli and Gasly. Is Norris retired? So Kimi Antonelli is still there. Gasly has moved. Have we covered Gasly moving yet? No. So Jak Doohan joins VCARB. Jak Doohan was not in this before, was he? Doohan. He was at Alpine. The Alpine binned him. And he's come back to VCARB. So Doohan joins VCARB from Alpine's skip. Right, okay. So Norris is not in this. I'm not being blind, am I? Norris has retired. Norris is a free agent, second best. Jesus, okay. Norris goes on sabbatical. Gasly goes to Ferrari. Was he still at Alpine last year? From Williams. Okay. Gasly and Kimi. Sainz and Ocon. Still still there, still as they were. We have got Max Verstappen, which we've covered. Bortoletto. Not Bortoletto. Who's in Williams now? Isaac Hadjar. And PePe and Marti. Oh, bloody hell. Paul Williams. PePe Marti moves from Haas to Williams. Moves to Haas from Williams. Alpine. Who are Alpine again? Liam Lawson and Paul Aaron. Aston are still the same, yes. Then at VCARB we have Doohan and Franco Colapinto. Doohan. Copying from season 1. So, Jak Doohan and Franco Colapinto are with Visa Cash App. I'll be your racing team. Jak Doohan, but Franco hasn't moved, I'm fairly sure. No, so that is fine, and that is... So at Kick, Nico Hülkenberg has retired. That's 3 gone. I'm going to say he's retired. In the description, I'll probably say that just those 3 have left, just to make things easier, life easier. Victor Martins is his replacement. Victor Martins. So Martins. It's got Marti and Martins, which won't be confusing at all. Joins from, I presume, F2. Same with O'Sullivan. Joins. I should put their full names in because I don't know who the fuck these people are. Victor and Zach O'Sullivan. Joins Haas from F2. Because I presume that they're probably, even if they're in F3 now, they may move across. .com or anything. And they're all green. So, what teams stayed the same? Not Mercedes, not Red Bull, not Ferrari. So McLaren did. Aston did. And that's it. Everyone else has had a change or move around. So that's going to be an interesting start to this mini season. We'll advance. I've got to do that because there's going to be lots of gaps between.
Boss, we need your attention on something, please.
What a surprise.
Hey, Chief. Just a reminder to kick off some research projects.
I'd love
Don't wanna fall behind our
to,
rivals,
but I
and we haven't
can't
got
because there
anything
isn't
in the
any.
pipeline at the moment. Thanks.
There's our two teammates ready for that next race, but I'm going to leave it for now. Thank you very much, everybody, for watching. Excited to get this mini season off the ground. But yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.